This past summer in BC saw unprecedented drought. Along with asking residents to conserve water, municipalities also enforced watering restrictions with warnings and fines. And now we have a sense of just how many were issued. Bylaw officers in Metro Vancouver issued a total of $166,000 in fines for water restriction violations over just a 10-week period from August to mid-October. Now, the amounts of the fines range from $100 to $500 each. Vancouver handed out the most. Vancouver handed out 168 fines worth $500 each. Those were reduced to $250 if the property owner paid within 2 weeks. Coquitlam was second. It handed out 154 fines worth $250, while North Vancouver was third with 109 fines worth $200. Now, some smaller Metro Vancouver municipalities did not issue any fines, saying they lacked the resources to actually enforce the restrictions. When it comes to warnings, bylaw officers handed out more than 1,000 of those. Some cities like Burnaby actually chose education over fines. They handed out about 300 warnings and saying that an escalation was rarely needed, such as a fine, to have property owners change their water use habits. The penalties and the warnings illustrate the extent cities went to have residents conserve water during a period of unprecedented drought in the region, as well as the hundreds of property owners who actually defied the request to help mitigate the crisis. Even though BC's South Coast is seen as water-rich, local, regional, and provincial officials want people to rethink their water use habits as increasingly dry summers and wildfires stretch supply. On average, each person in Metro Vancouver uses around 400 liters of water per day. That's per person. Academics argue fines over water use are not worth the effort. A better system, they say, is to install water meters for every property in the region and charge residents bulk rates for the amount of water they use. Chad Pawson, CBC News, Vancouver.